Hey guys, Crystal here, and I am trying something out. I am recording in my soaping room, so hopefully you guys can see. I've got the window here, and I have my extra lighting, and I got a little lamp over there, so hopefully you guys can see. Anyways, where'd it go? There it is. I've got my soaping book with me, and this is just my book, and it's full of recipes and the herbs and stuff like that I'm going to show you. The first thing I want to show you is some molds that I got. And let's see. The first mold I want to show you is I got 2 sets of these. I took one out of the plastic. And all they are these little heart molds, guys. And they're so cute. Let me show you. That's what they look like. And they've got, if you can see it, a little indent in them right there. And then look how thick those are. Those are super thick. And I am looking through the end of the camera to make sure you can see. But if I do that, maybe you can see a little bit better. But they came 2 in a pack for $5. And they have, let's see, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They got 15 hearts in each mold. And a 2-pack was only $5. And I'm sorry, I cannot remember the name of the company. The name of the company isn't on here. But they were really cheap. Maybe if I go through my email, I'll be able to see a order confirmation. I can tell you where I got them. And then I also got 2 of these. And everybody has these molds. So, of course, I had to get some too. They're just the heart molds. And I already took one out of the pack. This one's still in the pack. But I had to get them, and these are like $2.99 a piece, guys. And everywhere I have looked at these molds and also these molds, they have been like $10 a piece. So that was super duper cheap for these molds. I was excited about them. And then I also got this mold. And this mold, what I plan on doing is Karen from Eden's Secret. From what I can tell, she no longer does videos, which is really sad because I loved watching her. She was awesome, but she did a soap that had miniature cupcakes, and I wanted to try something out like that. Not exactly like hers, but take that idea and make it my own. And I seen this mold, and I thought it would have been perfect to make the miniature cupcakes to put inside of a loaf. And also what I can use from these are the perfect size for tarts. So I can get a double duty use out of this mold right here. And this mold was literally like maybe $3 or $4. And you can see how many comes in it. I'm not going to count, but it comes with quite a few. So, and when I make the soap loaf, I won't need all of those cupcakes. I won't need that many. So I won't have to use up the whole thing. So that is some of the molds I got. And then I also got some herbs in the mail today. And I just wanted to show you. You guys, look at this big old bag of calendula. I'm not going to tell you all the properties of calendula petals, because if you're watching this video, then most likely you're a soaper yourself, or you want to get into soaping. And there's already a lot of info out there on YouTube and the net about calendula petals. And they're also called marigolds. But there's also a lot of info out there about these. So I'm not really going to tell you about them, because you can just look them up and there's a swamp of information. What I wanted to show you was how big this bag is. And I can't get it all in the frame. But this thing is huge. And it's only 1 pound, you guys. And I wanted to show you the name of the company. Hold on just a second. Somebody's here. I gotta go grab something and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm sorry, I'm back. And like I was saying, this is a really huge bag. And I literally paid like $6, $7 for this. But what I wanted to show you There, you can see it there, was the name of the company you can get this from. I know Mountain Herb is a really, is a famous herb place to get dried herbs, but they were just a little bit too pricey for me, and I found this company and all of their things are reasonably priced, you guys. I mean, like, really reasonably priced. They're not that bad, and you have your choice in between, like, the powdered form or the petals or whatever it comes in. Like, if you get a root, you have a choice of either the powdered form of the root or the actual root itself. So that, I thought that was pretty neat. But the ones I want to talk about today is the ones I got, and I wrote down some information for you. So let's grab the first one. And the first one I'm going to talk about is chamomile. And you really think about chamomile and you think about tea and, you know, trying to sleep and insomnia and stuff like that. But what you don't really think about is chamomile for your hair and skin. And let me tell you guys, it is jam-packed with nutrients. Chamomile is used as a natural conditioner and it retains moisture. It rejuvenates the hair and skin cells. It's an anti-inflammatory, an anti-irritant, and an antimicrobial, and it has antimicrobial properties, sorry. It encourages hair growth. Like I said, it conditions and nourishes the scalp, and it strengthens the hair follicles, stimulating the growth for fuller, healthier, thicker hair strands. And for the skin, it's got wound healing properties. It's got nutrients that fights against free radicals, preventing oxidative stress and aging. It's a natural cleanser and astringent. It's got healing properties. It soothes irritated skin. It's also good to fight acne. It reduces puffiness underneath the eyes. It's a natural face scrub, and it retains moisture in the skin and reduces dark circles. So, I mean, you really wouldn't think of chamomile that would do all that, but it really does. I did a lot of research on these before I purchased them. And another thing you wouldn't think of is dandelion, guys. Dandelions are just so good, and I don't know, but when I was a kid, we would go through the yard and we would pick dandelions and we'd say, Mama had a baby and its head popped off, and then we'd pop the top of the dandelion head off. And I don't know, it's just something I did when I was a kid. Maybe you did it, maybe you didn't. But what I didn't know is that dandelion leaf is extremely good for your hair and skin. It's rich in vitamin A and beta carotene. It neutralizes free radicals. It also has a high amount of vitamin C and folic acid. It has potassium, magnesium, and calcium, and it stimulates hair growth. Let me turn my page here. It treats burns and stings. It fights against anti-aging. It reduces fine lines and wrinkles. It's a natural toner, and it firms sagging skin. So that is something I did not know about dandelion, but that is a lot of good things. I mean, for something that you would consider a weed that you would never think twice about. And I also read that it's really good for you if you drink it as a tea. It has a lot of properties that helps you from the inside out, not just your hair and skin. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about today is Rosehip. And Rosehip is also really good for you. And guys, this isn't the last of my herbs. I've got one more box coming, and then that'll be it. But I just want to talk about the ones that I got because I did a lot of research on them. And the Rosehip is really good for dry and dull hair. And acts as a moisturizer, and it's really good for dandruff also. It's rich in fatty acids and allionic acid, omega-6 and omega-3. It fights against aging as well. It helps dry, cracked skin. And when you make an infused oil, which I plan on doing to help with my face soaps and stuff, it can help cracked lips. and it's a scar treatment. It helps with sunburns, and it makes your skin glow, and it's also really good for brittle nails. So the infused oil you make from a rosehip, put it on your nails a couple times a day. I don't know how many times, maybe once or twice, maybe just once or twice a week. I don't know, because I really didn't research it. But the one thing that kept popping up every time I would do a little bit of research about rosehip is that the oil that you have when you make an infused oil is really good against brittle nails. So that's something that I found out too. So that is all of the herbs I have, and I just want to show you one more thing. And that is my party cupcakes. I made cupcakes the other day, and I am super excited to show you guys. These are my vanilla and vanilla hazelnut cupcakes. And this is the very first time I ever piped a cupcake, guys. I am not very good at piping. My piping skills are horrendous compared to some of you guys out there that I can see that you guys do good in piping. But I just wanted to show you my first cupcakes. And the bottom portion is just straight vanilla. And I knew it was going to turn color, so I helped it along. And I just put brown oxide. I believe it was an oxide, not a mica. I put brown oxide in the vanilla portion. And then I knew that the vanilla hazelnut, which is on top, was going to turn. But I put a little bit of titanium dioxide in it to help it a little bit. That way it wouldn't be as dark as the bottom. But these, oh my god, they smell, you want to smell them? They smell so scrumptious. It's like you just want to take a bite and just bite them. They just smell that good. But there's one. If you like this video, please do subscribe and hit the like button. And of course, comment. Love it when you guys comment. Makes my day when you comment. And I will write back to you. So until next time, guys. Bye-bye.